More patch notes coming in for Diablo Immortal and updates incoming. What's it all about? We're going to dive into all of that today. If you enjoy your stay here, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on everything Diablo Immortal. Calling all clans, test your might in our next content update. All right, a clan focused one. By the way, these patch notes came out yesterday. I was just able to get to them today because I've been insanely busy smashing kingdoms and winning wars over in Call of Dragons. You can find that content on my Call of Dragons channel. So what do we have in here? Feature updates, Trials of the Warrior limited time event, Hungering Moon, All Clans on Deck limited time event, new cosmetic set, and bug fixes. All right, so we have legendary items, getting a new legendary item per slot for all of the classes, Barbarian, etc., etc. Here we have a developer's note, Hammers of the Ancients and Demoralized combined, drawn to draw enemies, getting them up to be controlled by ground stomp and subsequently cleaved to death. All right, so cool. We have some cool stuff coming. I'm not going to get into all the details of the actual legendary pieces of gear, but we will get into the actual news and changes coming to the game. As we know, we always get new legendary gear on a regular basis. At some point, that's got to slow down because they're just not going to have enough legendaries to distribute. But Hell difficulty player merge. We're making changes so that more players across Hell difficulties can play together based on server Paragon level. Finding a party will be easier and completing dungeons solo or with a small party will be easier. Hey, cheers to that. That's really nice. It's nice to know that we're going to be able to more quickly get into battles with others and play together with others that are not as close to us. I know that I tried playing a whole bunch with a good friend of mine, Vixen, but she was always one Hell difficulty lower than me, and it seems that that won't be an issue at this point in time, although she could even be ahead of me by now, I don't know. But let's see, Server Paragon level 320, players in Hell difficulty 1 through 4 can play together, and dungeons will be tuned for the number of players. This all scales as it goes up all the way to Server Paragon level 800. So is this a problem that there are not enough people to play and they now have to let people of different varieties of Hell Paragon level and Hell difficulty play together? Or is this Blizzard recognizing that maybe they need to let more friends play together? I'm not sure, and that's an interesting discussion to be had on its own. Another interesting discussion is that I'm probably going to start playing some Diablo 4, actually, guys. I always said that I'd stay just to Diablo Immortal, but I think I'm going to mess around some Diablo 4 too. I have another trial coming up. I think they have another beta round coming in 2 weeks or so. I'll be part of that. And I think I'm going to put out some videos, maybe do a live stream or two of that, so make sure that you're here for that as well. Let me know if you want me to do Diablo 4 or not. Reason I changed my mind is in some of my most recent videos, people voiced the interest in me doing so. So I figured, why not try it? Accursed Towers PvE registration deadline change. The timing for clans to register for purification in Accursed Towers has been changed from Saturdays at 9 through Mondays at 3 server time to now take place Saturdays at 9 through Sundays at 9 server time. Towers will activate the purges after the registration deadline ends, as they always have. Developers note, originally lining up the registration deadline with the timing of a weekly reset, we made this change to reduce the pressure players have felt to attend. I like that. Make it more casual. I can't complain about that at all. Battleground and Rite of Exile changes. Now, when defenders are pushing back the idol in phase 2 of Battleground and Rite of Exile, the idol's movement speed will be 50% slower. All right. This is going to make it more difficult to push that back, taking twice as long to do so. Requirements change to unlock gated gear. All right, so now we have all this different types of gear. We've been talking about how it's more difficult to find certain pieces of gear because of the new gear, and there's so much of it. We talked about that in a recent video. Let's talk about this. Gear drops from activities not tied to Hell difficulties, such as Elder Rifts, are no longer unlocked through Challenge Rift progression. Instead, they're unlocked by defeating Helliquary bosses who unlock the corresponding Hell difficulty. Wait a second. Gear drops from activities not tied to Hell difficulties, such as Elder Rifts. All right, not Challenge Rifts. So this has nothing to do with upgrading your secondary gear. Here is a reminder of which Helliquary bosses unlock at what Hell difficulties, and you can see right there, it tells you when you unlock all these bosses. Some of these I haven't battled in so long because we're at the higher Hell difficulties, so I missed them. Cursed item update. Cursed item has been all the rave lately. We've updated the following positive properties. Blustered, the tornado will now automatically target the nearest enemy. Detested, previously, a property could only be triggered by skills marked with one control tag. We now have expanded the trigger condition to include additional loss of control effects. Nettled? The counterattack state will persist for its full duration, even if the shield you used to activate it is broken. Tortured, we've updated the visuals of the trail of lurid flames to more accurately align with the area the enemies will take damage in. All right, that one doesn't actually get a damage buff or anything, just a cosmetic buff. We've also added several new negative properties. Dulled, damage dealt to shielded enemies is reduced. Enfeebled, damage dealt to full life enemies is reduced. And parched, healing potion cooldown is increased. I don't love the positive negative attribute elements to gear. I think it's just a little, it's annoying. I think that's the best way of putting it. It's just a little annoying. We have raid group assembly. Players can now convert their party into raids anywhere in the wilderness. This raid can be brought directly into any activity that requires a raid, bypassing the need to form a raid in the lobby. Using the new raid menu, the raid leader can promote other members of the group to administrators, which now have the same privileges as the leader. The raid leader and their administrators can also access a suite of raid features to help manage larger party counts. All right. Cool. Yeah, that's great too. I don't know. That doesn't seem to be anything drastic. I mean, if I were to go into a hidden lair, I'd still be in my party unless if anyone left, and then I could just have them teleport to me and do stuff wherever I am in the open world too. So maybe it's just a cleaner, less clunky interaction. Earn Mist Immortal rewards. Players who now earn Mist rewards from weekly celebrations of the new Immortal Reign by completing activities that granted battle points. This won't apply to most people because most people are not going to be immortals. Rite of Exile and Accursed Towers spectator mode. Oh, this will be cool if there was like competitive stuff inside of the game, but there's not. All Immortal and Shadows can now spectate the Rite of Exile battles. Players can also spectate their own clan's Accursed Towers PvP matches. That's kind of cool. I like spectate modes. I think they're good. It actually is good for me as a creator as well to be able to highlight different stuff like that. Custom chat shortcuts, chat channel tabs, predictive chat messages, voice improvement, voice memo improvements. Okay, we don't need to go through all that, but it seems that they've increased and improved the interaction, the social interactions inside of the game. Trials of the Warrior, limited time event. This is happening from April 26th through May 4th, and you're going to be able to get rewards for doing Elder Rifts or doing bounties as well. You get some rewards for that. Cool, don't need to go into it. Hungering Moon, this thing comes back all the time. We don't need to go over that either, but this is gonna be from April 26th through May 2nd, and all clans on deck limited time event. This is about, you know, elite monsters, join a clan. This is invite players to join your clan. Obviously, they're trying to push the new clan reworks that they've recently implemented into the game. May 3rd through May 11th, those will take place, and you can get some legendary items from that, which is really nice. The new cosmetic set, Spectral Flame. These actually look pretty cool. I like purple and blue and things like that. So I think this is a good looking cosmetic set. This one's going to be 1,000 Eternal Orbs, and it is going to be linked to the account where you purchase this one. Unfortunately, that is still an issue inside of the game. And that is all of the update without me going too in depth on certain parts of it. Now let's take a look though, because I didn't go over when it is. April 26th from 1 to 3 a.m. for us in the Americas. That is tomorrow, my friends. So tomorrow we will have a new update, which will be very exciting. Although, is there really anything that's crazy exciting here? I guess I'm kind of excited for the legendary gear, because that'll be nice, and maybe being able to team up with some players that I haven't teamed up with in the past because of the differentiation we have in Hell difficulty levels as well as in Paragon levels. So updates coming. Diablo Immortal is continuously progressing. They are keeping to their word and always updating the game, bringing more and more things coming. We haven't seen a new Reliquary boss in a while, probably because of the Hell level cap that we're at right now, but that should change soon. What do you guys think of the update? Are you excited? Remember, I'll see you guys in a video tomorrow.